Okay, so I just taped down my binding machine so you can see my binding attachment, so it's on there pretty good. I put in my double needle and I started feeding the binding through. Here, it's kind of hard to see. But so basically it just stretches the binding as you go. It's super easy to use. It's like really changed my sewing game. And so now I'm just going to start adding my binding. So just feed part of the bodice into there, then I'm going to start the shoulder seam, and I'm just going to actually lengthen my stitch length and my tension. There we go. Basically that's all there is to it. It just does it for you. It's so simple. I highly suggest getting one. I got this on Amazon. Like I said, they're made for a cover stitch, but it works totally fine with my sewing machine. It stretches it the perfect amount for you, so you don't have to worry about getting the tension right or anything. So you can see all my binding's done. It was just so easy. Perfect tension on the back. You can see the zigzags. I just really can't get over how simple this made it. So now we're gonna go and we're going to attach our other shoulder seam. So I'm just gonna trim my binding down to be flush with the shoulder seam, because I find that if my serger needs to trim any of it off, it gets a little angry and doesn't stay very even. So what I do is lift up my presser foot and I start on the side with the binding. I line it up and then I put it all the way under the presser foot, all the way against the needles. That way it doesn't give it any time to shift. You could also just baste stitch it. Bye-bye. Okay, hold on please. You could also baste stitch it so that it doesn't shift it all underneath, so you get a nice clean, still on my sewing. I forgot to put my foot down. Okay. And then there's your other shoulder seam. And then you can just take this seam, you can tuck the tails under, and then at the end we'll just tack it down to give it like a nice professional finish. But there we go, the next seam. That was so easy with the binding attachment. If you don't have a binding attachment, it's no big deal. You just do it like how we've done it in our other videos, where you can either serge it on first or double fold and then just top stitch around. It's totally up to you, whatever you find easiest. So now I'm going to go and I'm going to do the armholes. So just pick one of your little armpit seams and you'll start there, and we'll just bind right around.